TVP, aka the Vaping Postman, has finally launched his own atomizer, and today we're going to be taking a look at it. Yes, so guys, up for review today is this, none other than the FP RTA by TVP. A beastly tank, and in my opinion is one of the best looking 30mm atomizers on the market to date. So if you want to pick one of these up, it's going to set you back around £28 here in the UK, and that's exactly what I paid for it from Mark over at naturevape.co.uk. So as for specs, it's a 30mm diameter dual core RTA. It has a GTA style deck. It has a screw on top fill. It holds 4ml with the straight glass and 6ml with the included bubble glass. It has a 30-hole honeycomb U-shaped design airflow, and at the moment it only comes in stainless steel and black. So let's crack on and see what comes in the box. So this is what the packaging for the FP RTA looks like. In the packaging we obviously get the FP RTA with the 2mm TPD compliant glass. Outside of the packaging, because of TPD compliance, you get the bubble glass and the normal 4mm glass included in these little plastic containers. You get a bag containing some spare parts, some O-rings, a couple of spare coils, screwdriver and some ceramic clamps. I only got one in my package, but I imagine you're supposed to get two. You also get this acrylic 810 drip tip, very nice polished finish on it, and you get some very basic documentation. So overall measurements of this is 44mm from top to bottom, not including the drip tip or the 510. 30mm in diameter, but it does bevel out to 32 with the included bubble glass. So let's break this one down, shall we? On the top you get an 810 knurled drip tip to match the chamber, very nice, and a big pro that you get this very nice drip tip. I like these knurled dot tips. I know them classed as clones, but I still prefer these. They're very nice and have a very nice mouthfeel. Very nice snug fit. O-ring in the top for your additional 810 drip tips. Screw off the top fill. Very nice top fill on this. Definitely a big pro. This is some hefty piece of metal here. Very nice machining. Good weight to it. And a very nice design top fill with big kidney shaped holes. Coming down you've got your 2mm TPD compliant glass, which as far as I know you can't actually use because as you can see the gap for the juice to flow through is very minimal. You could get away using it, but I recommend not. Just put the 4mm glass on if you want a straight glass, or the included bubble glass is 6mm, and that's the way I prefer it. So big pro for all the different glasses you get included in the kit. So unscrew the base. And just pop this glass up, like so. So you can discard that if you want to, or just keep it for future packaging purposes. Now here we have the chamber. This has a very nice knurled finish on it. Apparently it's to help with juice flow, but I'm not quite sure on that one. I can understand what TVP was on about when he explained it, but as for Blitz's bubble flow system. That's just bullshit. But even so, still a nice finish. Nice, deep, big chamber for your big builds, apparently. Now, one little con I have on this is this chamber is really thin, and this bit is really sharp, so please be careful when you're cleaning this out. You can cut yourself pretty easily. It is very thin. Got a nice ring to it. And here we have the deck. So it's a clamp style post system with the ceramic clamps, and these do work pretty good. So another big pro, very nice design. Now the biggest con I've got on this is the airflow. It's too tight for a 30mm RTA, guys. It really is, in my opinion. Now for me, I actually like the restrictive lung you get from it, but it's just not wide and open enough for those big massive clouds and for eye watches. I know they say they've been vaping at over 110 watts, but I call BS on that, because I can only vape between 60 and 80 watts to get a comfortable vape. Anything above that and it starts to choke out and you get that tickly feeling at the back of your throat. So could have been designed better. I think these holes are a big mistake and they should have gone for like slots. Now this is a GTA style deck. As you can see, it's raised off the bottom, and that's a big pro. I like that feature because it's easier to wick and you get less tendency for dry hits. You get a nice wicking capability on it. Nice big juice flow openings for your cotton to go in. On the bottom, it's got PPP on the one side and PPP on that side, and I think that corresponds to the top portion where it's got F's all the way around it, so FP. And another con I got is this airflow control. You can just make it out, very similar to the aromathermizer, but this doesn't actually adjust much on the deck. Like that big gaping hole there, you don't get that airflow come through to your coil, and closing it down does very minimal adjustments to this. So that's another big con, and if there is a V2 with this, I think they should just concentrate solely on the airflow. Everything else about the tank is pretty much spot on, but the airflow needs work. So coming down to the bottom, you've got FP RTA, serial number, some CE marks, and designed by TVP and Blitz. Nice protruding gold plated 510. Not that you're going to use this on a hybrid anyway, because it's a bit big for that. But even so, still very nice. So let's build this back up using the bubble tank. Pop that on. Like so. Pop your base in. Snug that up. Pop on your top fill. And your required drip tip. And there she is with the 6mm bubble glass, which I prefer, and I always use it in this mode. And this is what she looks like on a mod that can house it. This is the HGR Wild Wolf 235, and as you can see, it fits flush and perfect on there, and I think that looks the bee's knees in my opinion. But this is how I predominantly use it with this mod. So overall, on the build quality and the fit and finish, it's a big pro. but at the same time the presentation of the whole package is let down, and that's got to be a con. Now, I'm not going to blame TVP for this, because from what he's been saying, it sounds to me like Blitz took on the project, and then because a bigger reviewer come along with another project, they put this on the back burner and carried on with the other reviewers' products, and this got left a little bit by the wayside. So I'm not going to blame TVP for that. So let's crack on, do a build on this. So we're back with the best part of the review, and that's the vaping. I've got the atomizer sitting on top of the H-Cigar Wild Wolf 235. I've got a very small 2mm diameter dual fuse collapsing building here, opening at 0.3 ohms, and it's set at 65 watts. So let's give it a vape. Very nice. Now the reason I deliberately put that small fuse Clapton build in here, as you've seen in the build account, is because one of the arguments with JAs was that the airflow was restricted because he put a big build in there. But as you can see, I've proved that that's not the case. This is really restricted even with a small build. Now the problem with a honeycomb style airflow is that although it gives a silky smooth draw, it also has a tendency to restrict the airflow. And that was the case on the Revolver RTA I done a couple of weeks ago, where in the honeycomb style mode it was restricted, but as soon as you moved it to the slot mode, it instantly improved the airflow. But don't get me wrong, I actually enjoy this style of airflow. I actually enjoy this restricted vape I'm getting off here, especially because it gives bags and bags of flavour. Now the big question of the day is, can I recommend it? Now if you're into your 30mm RTAs and you like restricted draws, then this is definitely going to be for you. But if you're a cloud chaser and you like your open airflows where you can suck and do massive clouds, then this is not going to work for you. This is more of a flavour chasing RTA, and in my opinion that's not what 30mm RTAs are supposed to be designed for. I would rather have seen this atomizer have the airflow dialed so that when it's at its fully open on the airflow ring, you got masses of air, and then as you shut it down you could restrict it to get that desired vape that it's set at the moment. So TVP, if you're watching this, my advice is make a V2 and change the airflow. Keep the tank the way it is. It's beautiful, it's a nice design, it looks good on mods, but that airflow is just wrong for this kind of atomizer. So that's it for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and remember, smoking kills, choose life. See you guys.